All right, a good morning, Twitch fans from Captain Nabs. Hello once again. It's been a little while since I've gotten a whole bunch of streams in. It's been a bit of a busy life for the last little while, and I did try to do a stream earlier this week. That unfortunately failed again. About an hour in, the good old Airsoft Airbus A330 doesn't like me very much and crashed. So, to sort of just renew my spirits a little bit after that unsuccessful event, we're going to do something a little different, just changing pace here. As you can see here, we have got Majestic's Q400-8 parked in front of us here, next to a good old KLM 737 here in Toronto. We are going to be doing a live stream short flight, just something I thought I would just do for fun, and then I thought, why not live stream it, because I haven't live streamed anything with the Dash 8 for a better part of a year anyways. And since it's WorldFlight, it's busy. It's really busy in Toronto. So I thought, what the heck? Let's go out there and let's have a little bit of fun. Let's show you guys how busy it can be at WorldFlight. So without further ado, we're going to hop in. We're going to start doing some of these processes here. I'll be honest, I have not jumped in this Dash 8 in quite some time. It's been way too long since I jumped into this Dash 8. So we are going to hop in and we're going to try and get a few things done here. And I thought I fixed this, but apparently I did not. Wow. And even just as I'm just doing this a little bit here, no, I didn't fix that. There we go. My track IR is a little bit too sensitive. Even as I sit here like this, wow, it's been a long time since I've jumped in this Dash 8. So things are feeling strangely unfamiliar for a person who spent as much time in the Dash 8 as I did. She feels like a bit of a stranger right now. But that's okay. We're going to get over that. We're going to get all these things booting up here. Did I not press the on button successfully there? There it goes. Yeah. And let's see if we can get out of here while in the middle of all this traffic, because it's going to be fun flying a turboprop out through all this traffic. The controllers in Toronto are going to hate me, and I'm okay with that. All right, let's see what we got here. So, as always, we got FS2 crew working with us. Let's do a couple things. Let's call for catering. Let's call for fueling. And let's go ahead. Oh, that's right. This is the... I haven't done this in a little while. Yes, you can control the doors. I didn't mean to do this because I thought it was the... I want to do this, pre-flight events.
Hey, Captain, how are you today?
I am good. Alright, I think he was going to open some doors there. I think he might have inverted the door that I had open. I'm not sure what he did, honestly. No, the door is open there. I can see it hanging down. Okay, good. Alright, so... wow, it's been a long time since I have stepped in this airplane. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with an overhead flow. Make sure all the switches are in the right position, and then we're going to go and set up the FMS. So we got... let's see, what do we got here? We've got electrical panel. Sorry, guys. Let me just rejig my track IR just a little bit here. There we go. This should hopefully stop it from moving so much. All right, so electrical panel, everything's on, except for, of course, the bus fault reset. And actually, do we not have external power? We should have external power. Yes, we do. There we go. That's better. Shouldn't be running on the batteries. Wow. That's a rookie mistake right there. Open the doors, bypass doors. All the rest of this can stay off right now. Fire protection, if we wanted to, we could do the 24-hour system test. Since I haven't flown this airplane in a while, probably the 24-hour system test should happen. Actually, what I need to do first is power up the APU so that we see the valve open, and then it should successfully close during the fire test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 different lights you need to see for that fire test. Go ahead, shut off the APU, test the engines. 1, 2, 3... Wait a second. Yes. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the other engine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is how you know how many lights you've got if you've got the right number of lights. It's just simply by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm out for the walk
1,
around.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. We'll turn on the auto feather switch. Test the stall and the ADC. I guess we'll do the stall first. 2, 3. Sounds like catering's here, and the other one. Good, and ADC test, 285, 284, 14, 360, 29, 23. Red flags, and the beeping. 285, 284, 14, 360, 29, 23, and the beeping. There we go, and I believe we did all the 24-hour system checks there, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I've done them. Holy crowley. I'm sort of blowing my own mind here at how long it's been since I have stepped foot in this Dash 8 here. I love it a lot, but I just have not flown it much for a long time. Alright, need a little bit of coffee to keep myself going in the morning here. So he's out doing the walk around. Yes, we did the 24-hour system check, so now we go back here to the engine panel, make sure that everything is in the right place. We don't need any lights, exterior lights, nope, engine ignition switches are normal. Oh, and he wants the door number 4 open, so let's do it this way. Accept, and let's bring that up. And we can go data. You guys can see that now, yep. Services, exits, service doors is what they want for catering. Catering truck should be here somewhere. There it is. He just wants to load some stuff in there, and then he's all good. Yeah, engine ignition panel is all normal. Pressurization panel is all normal. Exterior lights are all normal. I don't know why Track Hire doesn't like me being over on that side, but it doesn't. It has a hard time following my head this far. We have to wait for fuel before we get the fasten belt sign on. And packs are in auto. Temperatures are neutral, bleeds are min and off, recirc fans on, AC generators are off. Oh my gosh, I have to even pull out my Dash 8 numbers here. I haven't even pulled this out. Let's see here. Hold on one second, guys. I've just got to find. I don't even know where my Dash 8... Was this my Dash 8 folder? Feels really thick, which means it's probably the right folder. Yeah, it's got the checklist, and it's got my takeoff and landing data cards is the other thing it's got. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. Alright, so before we even put those in, let's just get an ATIS in Toronto. Information India, so altimeter's 3015. So we're going to go ahead and set 15 there, and on the standby. I'm not going to pick the speed just yet because I'm just going to wait for a minute to calculate the loading. 2900, and let's see here, departures 2324 right, so we got to go oh yeah, there they are, but for some reason they don't go all the way to max. Oh no. Give me 1 second, guys. I just have to figure that out. Just 1 second. Alright, guys. Figured it out. It was just the sensitivity was down on the control axes for some reason. I haven't flown the Dash in a while.
Hi, guys. Do you mind if we start boarding now?
Yes.
Thanks. I'll be back with the load sheet later.
Alright. Request boarding. And let's see here. Okay. Where was I? Sorry. Yes. So we're doing go around, and then we do heading and alt cell. And the heading today is going to be 237. I just know this because I've done Toronto departures 1,000 times. By the way, the auto feather test passed there, so I can turn that off. We've got all that up there. None of these things are out. Everything's looking good. Just go through everything, skipping the FMS for now. Why are the ARC2s not on? Oh, because I didn't press the power switch. I pressed the selector switch. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so out of touch with this, it's not even funny. Alright, Everything looks good. The parking brake is on. Alright, we're going to hop into the FMS here and do a little programming. This is going to be pretty easy today. So we go into flight plan. We go CYYZ. Oops. Because there's literally almost no route today. It's a SID and a star. And that's it. Now, I'm just thinking for a second, weight and balance wise. Let me pull up my flight plan. If I can get that up. Where's my flight plan? Okay, flight plan. Today we're predicting 70 wholesome people, so it's a lot of people. Alright, so CYYZ, CYOW, we're going to deal with the weight and balance in a second. We're just going to program this flight in first, Ottawa, and then so we can do menu, depart, runway 23 on the Beaumet 7. And we're going to do runway 23 transition, which is not going to be complete because the way this is programmed doesn't take into account full North American style stars, or SIDs. SIDs and stars. Neither of them are handled particularly well. Let's just predict an arrival runway for Ottawa. Today we're looking at the winds out of the east straight into 07. Oh, this is going to be a fast one here. On the Capital 5 arrival, we're going to do the MyVOC transition, and we're going to do just an ILS straight into 07 to keep it easy. And let's see what the flight plan looks like now. We might be missing a couple of fixes here after Beaumet. I don't think there's anything else before MyVOC, but I'm just going to check my Navigraph charts here on my other screen and see what we've got there. Let's see.
I'm right next to yours. Thank you.
CYYZ. I guess I should probably just load this from my sim brief, and then everything's gonna be right where I want it to be. Wow, this is just fun and a little bit of a challenge because I have not taken this airplane out in a while, and I was not planning this. This is purely just an opportunity. I saw an opportunity to fly today, and I said, why not? From Beaumet, it is direct to MyVOC, Canuck, Lanark to Vizol, and Vizol is where the approach begins, so we can delete that no link as well. And we got an entire flight programmed in there. Super easy. I like this one because it's just SID stars. It's super easy. Alright, do a little bit of fuel planning here. So, our alternate is Montreal. We're going to take a lot of fuel just because we might, it might be some ground delays.
Everything looks good.
Thank you. Because there might be some ground delays today, so we're going to go. Alternate is going to be 879. Oops. 879. Holding fuel, or the final fuel, is 1387, and I always put the extra 0 so I can see what my extra is as a calculation. We want to be up to at least 5,200 pounds, so we'll do 50% here. And we'll let him do it. We'll see what it comes up to here. I'm not sure if it will allow the fueler here. And there he goes. He's supposedly done. So, we've got way too much fuel on board. It didn't offload any fuel, so let's work this out here. We wanted to have 70 passengers, so let's go 16, 18, 24, and 14. Nope, 12. 2 empty seats in each zone works for me. We'll call it 5,500 pounds, and we're only going to need about 1,900 pounds for the trip. In the forward hold, we're going to put in, let's say put 100 pounds in the forward hold and 700 in the aft hold. And let's calculate that, and let's send that data to the flight sim. It pauses the flight sim automatically when that happens, which is fine. I can deal with that. It's not a big deal. And yeah, that gives us a ZFW. So 5,500 pounds are now in the tank. The ZFW is going to be 54,525. So now we can do 54,525, and we can do 5,500 as our fuel on board, and it gives us a gross takeoff weight of just under 60,000 pounds. And time zone, we've now gone out of daylight savings time. It's -5. Okay, FMS is set up. Let's see if we can get this done before the timer is done, because he's going through this timer pretty quickly, but I think we can do this. We're going to do a simple flap 5 departure today because we got long runways here in Toronto. So we're going to get rid of this. Alright, and so we need to select the nav source to FMS on both sides, FMS1 and FMS2, and we need to set up some speeds here. So speeds, let's see, flap 5 departure, we're looking at 131, 140, and 151. What did I do? I pressed something I was not supposed to press. My big fat hand hit the keyboard by mistake.
Okay.
Alright, so setting the speeds here. 131. 131. 131. 140. And 151. And then we need to get rid of the DH and set our acceleration altitude to 1,600 feet because it needs to be set to 1,000 feet above the airport. Round it up to the next 100, and then it's a good marker when we see it go by in the elevator, in the altimeter, then we know that we've reached our acceleration altitude. We can accelerate safely. Alright, so we got the speeds in. I think now we're just about all set for step 1 of talking to ATC, which is let's see if we can get a clearance, because I'm sure it's going to be busy. Fortunately, we have frequencies for everything in Toronto today. 21.3. There we go. And let me get my
reback is correct. Advise ready for push and start.
pen and my paper.
Station delivery, hello, Philippine 617.
Plan 617, delivery, go ahead.
Delivery, Philippine 617, request IFR Clearance to Montreal. Aircraft is Boeing 737-800.
617, roger, cleared Montreal by the Dead Key 4 departure. Meagle transition, flight plan route. Departure runway 24 right, squawk 6105.
Philippine 617 cleared to Montreal via Dead Key 4 departure. Meagle transition.
Oh, it's a busy airport today.
For runway 24 right, squawk 6105, Philippine 617.
617, Rebecca is correct. Advisory push and start.
Protocol, Philippine 617.
Toronto Clearance Gate. Morning, Encore 3446, IFR Ottawa.
Alright, all stations calling a standby. Just 2 minutes. I just need to coordinate with tower control. I'll be back with y'all in a moment.
Y'all. Okay. Maybe we'll do our departure briefing while we're waiting for him. Alright. So this will be a flap 5 takeoff, normal takeoff power, 90%. Speeds will be V1 131, VR 131, V2 131, V fry 140, and V climb 151. Level off altitude is 1,600 feet ASL. For any master warning, engine failure direction control issue prior to V1, you are able to call abort. Will stop the aircraft on the runway and do with emergency. In the event of an engine failure after V1 is considered an in-flight emergency. No immediate actions prior to V1 except prior to 1,600 feet, except for raising the gear. At 1,600 feet, we will level off, accelerate V fry, retract the flaps, continue at V climb until at least 3,000 feet. Once establishing the climb, will act as an emergency. In the event of immediate return, we can come back and land again on runway 23 here in Toronto. That's not an issue. And yeah, that's it for the emergency briefing. The emergency turn is straight out runway 23, or heading 237.
With information India, requesting clear with Thailand.
Standby 1.
KLM 199 is standby.
Alright.
That's Wing 6 at Delta, red for taxi.
What was I doing here? Sorry. Just listening to the frequency, and I'm losing track of what I'm doing here. So charts. So today we're going to be taxiing out from gate Alpha 2 for runway 23, or maybe 24 right. It might be 24 right. You never know. They might be changing it up from the real world. If it's 23, it's a short taxi. It's up Alpha, and
Okay, sorry about that, everyone who called. I did not catch any of your call signs, so just try and go ahead one at a time, please.
Encore 3446.
219 requesting taxi in between 3 Bravo and 4 Bravo.
Okay, I think I heard Twinjet 219, was it, looking for taxi?
Yeah, looking for taxi. I'm currently in between 3 Bravo and 4 Bravo.
219, are you able to pull a hard right and stay on taxi lane 3 without going on taxi lane 4?
Yes, I will be able to.
Twinjet 219, lovely. Taxi straight ahead, taxi lane 3, hold short Alpha Juliet, contact ground 121.65, we'll see you.
Taxi 3 Bravo, hold short Alpha Juliet, and over to ground on 121.65 to Twinjet 219.
And Toronto delivery, good morning to you, CYYZ 47 Charlie.
It's gonna take a while to get a word in here.
Fall to the gate. We're 744, request clearance, please, to go.
Ah, the Brits. All the Europeans and their long requests. Alright, yeah, if it's 24 right, it's a longer taxi down Bravo, and Charlie most likely to get 24 right. The SID is the Beaumet 7 departure in Toronto. Here it is.
CYYZ 47 Charlie.
Yes, you did 47 Charlie, sorry about that. You're just being stepped on by a couple of controllers trying to reach me. Just give me 1 moment here.
Oh, okay.
Off of runway 24 right. Is that, can you guys see that there? Yes, that just reaches. Okay.
47 Charlie, sorry about that. You're cleared to gander by the Birdo
248, unless other assigned by TC, climb heading 237 to 1,000 feet, climbing left turn heading 235 or as assigned, and expect radar vectors to, or Maven, or as assigned as perceived via the depicted route, or 23 is unless other assigned by TC, climb heading 237 to 1,100 feet, and climbing right turn heading 245 is assigned, expect radar vectors to Maven, or as assigned and perceived via the depicted route, and unless other assigned by TC, maintain 3,000 aircraft assigned a turn at takeoff, commence turn at 1,100 feet. Those are what we're looking for.
Contact the apron 122.27. Have a good flight.
12227, okay. 47 Charlie, thanks for your help. See ya.
Yep.
V2406 at 9 Delta, ready for taxi.
Why are people calling?
EasyJet 2406, is it?
Why are people calling for taxi on the
V2406.
delivery frequency?
ED 2406, you contact the apron 122.27. Have a good flight.
Apron 122.27, V2406, thank you.
Encore 3446 IFR Ottawa.
For 3446,
Yay.
did you already receive a clearance earlier?
Negative. First time getting one.
3446, Roger, standby 1. For some reason I'm showing you already cleared in the system. I'll call you back to see you.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys could be witness to this. I just logged on. I didn't.
4090, heavy York.
I haven't talked ATC before this. That was the first time I got a word in, so.
Flight plan route.
Anywho,
Squawk 5625.
where am I here? Yes, we're just going to go through the waypoints. There we go.
4090, reback is correct.
So off of 2-3, we're looking for Maven, Gagpo, Davsi, Tisik, Talib, Beaumet, and Myvok. So we've got Maven, Gagpo, Davsi, Tisik, Talib, Beaumet, and Myvok. Everything on the arrival on the departures there. Blocked. Terrain's not much of an issue around Toronto. 3,100 feet is the highest altitude. Weather is.
Okay, all stations who are calling for push and start. Apron is now online. Contact them 122.27. See ya.
Weather is a beautiful day by the looks of it. Operational.
KLM 199.
I don't see too many note dams today. If I could pull up my flight plan.
Roger, thank you. I'll call you back.
We'll have a look for the note dams while we're getting the clearance.
3446, I have York there. Specific copy.
Go ahead for Encore 3446.
Encore 3446. You're cleared to Ottawa by the Beaumet 7 departure. Myvok transition. Flight plan route. Departure runway 24 right. And squawk is 56. Yeah, can't talk this morning. 5764. 5764.
Encore 3446 cleared Ottawa via the Beaumet 7. Myvok transition and flight plan route departing runway 24 right. Squawk 5764.
Encore 3446. Your reback is correct. Toronto Nordic push and start. Contact apron 122.27. Have a good flight.
Over to apron for the push. Encore 3446. Get 8. Just trying to get it in there quickly because this guy is super busy and just trying to help out by taking the load off him quickly. So there's threat. 5764 is in. It is 24 right for departure, not 23 as we had originally hoped. So we've just got to change that in the departure and hope it doesn't mess up our whole departure here. We don't have to because it really we're not going to fly it in FMS mode anyways. But good airmanship dictates that we should. So we're going to do it this way and see if this does not screw anything up too badly. So we still got Maven, Gagpo, Davsy Tisik Talib Bomet, and then from there direct to MyVox. So we just delete the no link, and we're good again. Perfect. All right, the clearance is in. We can set our altitude to 3,000 now because we successfully got our clearance. And our briefing is basically done. We were just looking for the NOTAMs to see if there's anything quickly relevant to Toronto here. Let's see here, Victor. Delta 4, Delta 5, Delta 7, Delta, okay, between the 4 rights, Alpha Fox closed, Sway Hotel between 33 right Bravo, 33 right, 6 right, 24 left, closed, 6 left, 24 right, closed, daily overnight by the looks of it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Landing Rwy 33 right, and all SIDS off 24 right requires minimum climb gradient of 210 feet to 2,300. At 200 knots, it's only 700 feet per minute. We can easily make that. And that is all we got for the NOTAM. So I think we're good there. All right, let's do some stuff. 24-hour system check. 24-hour system check checklist.
Engine fire detection.
Test.
APU fire detection.
Test.
Baggage smoke warning aft and forward.
Test.
Stall warning test 1 and 2.
Test.
ADC 1 and 2.
Test.
Auto feather.
Test.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you. Have a safe flight.
Chipless TCAS. Test. PA system.
Test.
Trims.
Test.
24-hour system checks complete.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, she doesn't care. Before start checklist.
Stand by.
All stations be advised, when you call in the apron on 2227, please give him your location before you call him. He
Region
will
8
not
check
know
slow.
where you are.
Complete. Complete.
Complete. Gear pins. Stowed. Pre-flight checks.
Complete.
Is there
Complete.
anyone waiting for me
External
to call
power
them back?
APU voltage.
26 volts.
Yeah, it took about 30
Circuit
minutes. But
breakers.
And I missed what you said.
Last station calling, was that Neptune 209, the call sign?
I have to pull up my checklist because I missed what he said there.
Neptune 209, roger, thank you. Clear to Gander by the Virgo 6 departure. Orca transition, flight plan route. Departure runway 24 right, squawk 6342.
Checked.
Checked. Escape hatch.
Closed.
Nose wheel steering.
Off.
Flight guidance control panel. Set. Fuel quantity. 5503 pounds on board.
5500 pounds required.
Neptune 209, your readback is correct.
Hydraulic
Switch
number
back
3
to started
pressure.
at your discretion. We're
Check,
already
0
connecting
PSI.
Background on 121.65.
Emergency brake. Pressure.
Park checked.
Power levers.
Disc.
Condition levers.
Fuel off.
Emergency light switch.
Armed.
Fasten belt switch.
On.
On. Departure briefing.
Complete.
Are you sure? Before we start, checklist complete.
Any questions? Any questions? Are you ready for the departure briefing? Are you ready for the takeoff briefing? Are you ready for the departure briefing? He seems to have forgotten about it, so what do I care? Alright, let's go ahead and retract that bridge. Okay, doors are closing.
Alright guys, everyone's seated. We're all buttoned up and ready to go in the back.
Thank you.
Tomjet 1 Victor
If
Bravo,
you need
get ground to
anything,
call
just let me know.
2165 today.
So ground point 65, Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo, thanks for the best, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now, I know this is always a little awkward because the Dash 8's a little different than your standard jet. There it goes.
KLM 19 and 90, ready for the start of pushback.
And KLM... Sorry, KLM 199er, where are you located?
KLM 199er at stand Alpha 2.
The KLM 199er, thank you there, sir. Your push is approved on to lane 1, tail east.
KLM 199er, lane 1, facing east.
And Toronto apron, good morning. Encore 3446, gate Alpha Tree, also ready for push and start.
And Encore 3446, apron, good morning there. Hold position for a KLM 737 pushing off of Alpha 2.
Okay, we're holding until you tell us Encore 3446.
Thank you.
Apron, Air
Just
New
missed
Zealand
getting out ahead of that.
Back to 7B, ready to go.
Air New Zealand 361, apron, good morning. Taxi lane
Right, so
7.
the doors are all closed.
Ground Philippines 617, request taxi.
Locking gear.
Engine start checklist.
Air New Zealand 361, lane 7, short Alpha Lima.
Control, Air New Zealand.
Engine start
631,
checklist.
Could you talk to me?
Battery master remain auxiliary
Air New
standby.
Zealand 3618, firm sir, taxi via lane 7,
On.
short of Alpha Lima.
Doors fueling.
Short of Alpha Lima, sorry about that. For
Out.
Air New Zealand 631.
Not a problem. Air China 7433, follow the Air New Zealand 737 ahead.
Closed and out.
7, short Alpha
Any
Lima.
collision light.
Red,
Follow
the traffic,
line 7
off,
short Alpha Lima,
Charles
7-4-33.
clear on 2.
And the Philippine 617, apron edge, don't hold short
Alright,
of
starting
Delta
engine
Victor.
2.
Hold short of Delta Victor, Philippines 617, apron edge.
Too many buttons too close together in this airplane sometimes.
Alpha Juliet.
Is he pushing yet? Come on, buddy.
6, apron, good morning. Do you have a preferred gate? Nope. Up to you. The Cathay 0563 holding short of Alpha Juliet.
47 Charlie, request taxi, please.
Inserted. Release parking brakes.
Ground apron, this is Air Canada 601 Heavy. We're holding short Alpha
That's
Lima.
engine adapter heat
We
2.
were supposed to schedule gate 171, but you can give us a gate with available for large gate.
Air Canada 601 apron, good morning. You can taxi via Alpha Lima. Take the right on the apron edge and hold just on the apron edge there. Have a Speedbird 744 ahead of you, and you'll take gate 174 this morning.
Brother, said you want us to hold off here?
Yes, sir. I want you to go ahead and pull right into the apron, but hold behind a Speedbird 744 that's currently short of Alpha Mike.
Alright,
Okay,
and
Roger.
yep, it's
We'll
holding
hold
it.
short after we turn
Cockpit
right
to ground.
on the apron now.
Oh,
Thank you. I appreciate
cockpit to ground.
Lot 60 request.
Please disconnect external power.
Roger, disconnecting the GPU.
On the ground, giant.
Okay, come on, KLM. We're waiting on you here.
Time 4058, you can taxi the apron and hold short Alpha Delta.
Lot 60 on radio check.
Where are you there?
Last aircraft calling other than the Giant order belongs to the call sign again.
Okay, we're just waiting for this KLM to go here so we can push.
I don't know, hello, 47 Charlie for taxi, please.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, you probably cut off there. Are you able to make the right turn on the Alpha Mike, or would you prefer to go further down the apron?
Wow. It's busy out there, and this is just a preview, guys, for Across the Pond. Across the Pond's going to be busier than this, but there is a lot of airplanes out there right now.
New Zealand holding at,
I'm liking it, though.
Lima.
It's nice to see
New Zealand 36 wouldn't go and pull all the way
a
up to,
good little bit of
short
practice
Alpha on Alpha Lima
across
there
the pond.
to, get the Air China
I just have
behind you
to
up
get a
bit
better
more.
angle because that's a really bad angle for me here. Do I not have
Cathay 056.
any?
Cathay 056. Sorry, I forgot about you there. Alpha Juliet, apron edge to Kirch and Alpha
There we
Juliet,
go.
lane 4 to Charlie 30.
It was not triggering my...
Charlie 30. Cathay 056.
There we go. That's a nice view as well. It was not triggering my chase planes properly.
Release parking brakes.
YouTube there 1003, apron, good morning. Do you have a preferred gate?
I would like Charlie 32.
Okay, YouTube there 1, standby brake. Philippine 617, give ground call 2165. Good day.
Oh, KLM's finally pushing. Woo! Gotta get in this big lineup for takeoff here. There is a lot of planes out here. I haven't seen this many planes online at the same time in a while.
See it.
Good to see, though.
Ground, giant 4050 heavy warhol.
Sounds like the controllers here in Toronto are working hard. That other airplane just took off. There goes another one already rolling. Banging them out pretty quick here, which is important when you got this many airplanes trying to get out.
361, same for you, ground 2165, g'day.
The irony is that there are probably more airplanes right now moving around Toronto Pearson on VATSIM than in the real world.
And Egypt Air 1003 following the Cafe A320 ahead of you. Alpha Juliet, apron edge for Charlie 32.
Following the Cafe A320, apron edge for Charlie 32. It's Air 1003, thanks for that.
Not a problem, Air China 74.
I gotta also say that these guys sound like pros today.
Ground 121.65. You did a great job. Thanks, Charles 74.
Release parking brakes.
These guys are sounding like real pros today, and that's great to know.
I request a Charlie 26 because Charlie 30 is aircraft.
Cafe 056 on my end is showing Charlie 30, just to your right is open. And the other aircraft you were blocked, say the call sign again, please.
Air Canada 61, we're holding short by the gate. The gate is just next to us, and Steve, did you want us to pull our gate 174?
Yep, you can go ahead and enter that gate there. Just wanted you to hold for the Seabird 744 who just pushed out of 174 there.
Perfect, thank you very much, sir.
There goes one, and here comes the next one rolling for takeoff already.
Ground call 121.65.
Banging them out with minimum spacing. Or is that a lander? Oh, it's a lander.
Good job.
Still got people landing here, too.
Apron, good day, on the pond 61 heavy with you at gate 172, requesting push and start.
Alright, KLM, come on, we're waiting on you, KLM. We want to get out of here. We're wasting gas.
Push and start approved, tail north on the pond 61.
Encore 3446, are you able to scoop behind the 737 there?
Yeah, we definitely can do that, Encore 3446.
3446, in that case, your push and start's approved, lane 1, tail east.
Lane 1, tail east, behind the KLM, so Encore 3446, thank you.
Yep.
Alright, he's giving us the okay to go and push. I have no doubt that these guys will push us away from that KLM.
Tail left on the pond 61, thank you. Yep.
If I have to, I'll abort the push at some point here. Clear on 1. Starting 1.
KLM 199 is ready for taxi.
KLM 199, lane 1, short Alpha Tango.
Looks like he's going to go straight out, which is good. Alright, sorry, we got rotation there, so we can go ahead and bring that up. I just want to be sure we're not going to hit this KLM here. The ramp guys may not be too happy about walking this close behind the jet there, but that is engine adapter heat 1.
Was that Velocity 738 giving us a call? Velocity 738, FM.
Okay, now 601, we're...
Alright, nice job, guys. Thank you for that push.
Bye-bye.
Got us right
Velocity 738,
where we need to be.
Starts group tail east on the lane 4. Charlie, line 4, Velocity 738.
Set parking brakes.
It's a rather abrupt stop. Good engine start.
When you push, if you wouldn't mind squawking mode Charlie for me, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Roger, we'll squawk mode Charlie on the push, on the pond 61.
Thank you.
That would also help if we did that too.
Velocity 738, confirm that was tail east on line 4. Yes, sir.
Unlocking gear.
Nice to see a busy morning. Something I haven't seen in a long time.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
Alright.
Round 328 with you request, could we take VTOL departure as airport?
Sorry, say again, please.
Can we take retail airports? Retail departure, VTOL departure.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Sir,
right.
you might be calling the wrong person. You'll want delivery 121.3.
He's coming to the ground.
Alright. Let's unfeather those props. While we're at it, we can also put this to nav mode.
KLM 199, look at over shot off the Tango.
After start checklist.
Give ground a call 121.65 today.
Contacting ground 121.65.
Lot 6301 requesting pushback.
It's not that. I am totally lost on like half of this checklist here.
And lot 6301, apron, good morning. Your push to start on the lane 8 approved, tail east.
Pushback approved, lot 6301.
Just checking the rudder function.
Thank you. Have a good night. Air Canada 408, gate 120, ready to push. Canada 408, apron, good morning. Your push and start
Off.
approved on the lane 6, tail east.
Bus tie.
Push and start lane 6,
Off.
tail east, Canada
Ice
408.
protection.
Checked level 1.
Checked. Level 1. Rudder travel.
Checked. Full travel.
Rudder actuator test.
Complete.
Nose wheel steering.
On.
Auto feather.
Auto feather select.
Engine rating.
End top. End top 90%.
Batteries.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flap 5 set and indicating. Set and indicating. 5 set indicating.
5 set and indicating.
Information, India, request taxi.
On.
Velocity 738, lane 4, Alpha, hold short of Alpha Juliet.
Checked.
Checked.
Lane 4, Alpha, hold short Alpha Juliet, velocity 738.
Checked.
Alpha November 308, you'll want tower for that. Give tower
Checked.
call 18-7.
Checked.
And squawk mode Charlie.
3015 set cross checked.
Charlie, 18-7, thanks very much.
1-5. Set.
Toronto ground, good morning. I received 234 information. India, Charlie 38, request and push and start.
And what was that call back for me?
I received
Complete.
234.
3-4, apron, good morning. Your push starts approved, tail east, lane 5.
Push and start approved, I received 234.
Apron Encore 3446 ready for taxi.
Encore 3446, lane 1, short Alpha Tango.
Lane 1 short of Alpha Tango, Encore 3446. Straight ahead on.
Information, Juliet, turn altimeter 3013.
Of course, information is Juliet. I just checked to see that we have India, and now he's got Juliet. Well, anyways, that's the way it works.
Check that one more time, please.
6301, hold.
Holding short.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't realize that the on-upon there was pushing onto your lane.
Or all this 161, I have no clue what GSX is doing.
Well, that's lane 8 there. You're cleared on the apron edge there. That's not a problem. Just advise when you're ready. Got that lot trying to get out behind you.
Yeah, I saw, but I don't know. GSX just told me push tail left, and I just.
I don't know why.
Okay, Roger.
Nose wheel steering should be hooked up to my aileron axis, but it's not,
Velocity 738, give ground a call 2165 today.
which is going to make steering very awkward.
2165, velocity 738.
Vancouver Town, Grand G'day, Qantas 25.
Vancouver.
29, request push and start.
Qantas 25, good morning, push and start approved, lane 4, tail east.
Push start approved, lane 4, tail east, Qantas 25.
Ground EFS 109 Alpha Bravo 13, ready to push and start.
And what's that call sign?
Echo 5 Stretch Sierra 109.
Echo Foxtrot Sierra 109, apron, good morning, push starts approved, lane 2, tail east.
Lane 2 tail east, EFS 109.
Encore 3446 over to ground.
3446, yes sir, ground 2165, good day.
2165, Encore 3446, good day. Oh, this is really awkward to steer with the mouse, I tell you.
Flight deck.
Trying to ground Encore 3446, Alpha Tango with India.
They're securing the cabin.
Encore 3446, try ground, good morning. Runway 248, altimeter is 3013. Taxi via Alpha Tango, Bravo, Charlie, hold short, runway 248.
Alpha Tango Bravo Hotel, or Bravo and Charlie hold short 24 right, Encore 3446.
American 405, hold short, Alpha Juliet, please.
Okay, taxi light on.
Taxi light set to
Perfect, you're amazing.
This guy actually listens to me, that's great. Oh, this is really awkward to use this steering. I swear I set it to include the aileron axis, but it does not seem to have worked yet. Or my aileron axis is schmucked. Whoa. Hold on a second. Okay, first of all, the gust lock was never removed, which is not good.
American 405, contact apron 2227.
Apron 2227.
Ah, so many buttons in this flight deck. It's easy to hit buttons by mistake when you're just trying to grab something, especially like the steering here, which is awkward to grab.
KLM 199er, go contact tower 187. You'll take off eventually.
Contacting tower 118.7, KLM 199er.
18. And
hello again, all Nippon 61 is with you on Alpha Lima following 737.
On Nippon 61, hold short, Bravo, please. Welcome back.
18.7. And now that we're on a straightaway, we can use the rudder at least a little bit, which makes things a little bit easier.
As required, we need to contact with you for the taxi to 1-way-23.
Because the tiller is not working properly. And I swear, I use this, I set it up, I swear. Flight controls. Ailerons and maps, right here.
Ground. Say your request again, please. I know you need taxi, but what was the last part?
We can
Don't know why that didn't work.
Not required for full length.
Oh, copy that. Thank you very much. Taxi to runway 23 via Juliet. Foxtrot, hold short.
Wow, look at the lineup of airplanes for takeoff here. I haven't seen this in a long time.
Canada 16 holding short Alpha Lima. Canada 16. Oh, what am I going to do with you?
Send him the other way.
I have an aircraft behind you that I need to get through. Continue straight, take your right, and swing another right onto runway 33 right. Roger, continue shake and make a right turn, confirm Air Canada 16.
Airplanes everywhere. Across the pond, here we come. For those of you that aren't aware that are watching the stream across the pond, or watching the video anyways, across the pond is going to be happening in about 2 weeks. By the time this video comes out, probably like a week and a half. Not even 2 weeks now. I think it's about a week and a half from now. So,
Neptune 209er, Toronto ground. Good morning, standby 1.
If you haven't already got a booking, try to get one soon.
7, have a good morning. Patrolling with Foxtrot 501, contact tower 187, you'll take off eventually.
Oh, no, 1870. Thank you very, very much. Bye.
Air Canada 16, take your next right, please, onto Victor, and right onto 33 right.
Put the right on Victor, and hold short of 33 right, Air Canada 16.
And on the pond 61, after the next encore, runway 24 right, altimeter is 3013, taxi via Alpha Juliet, correction, Alpha Lima, Bravo Charlie, hold short 24 right.
Or after the encore taxi, Alpha Lima, Bravo Charlie, short of 24 right, all Nippon 61 heavy.
That's an all Nippon 61 heavy.
Ground 308, fast truck joining.
Some things are not quite jiving here.
After Alpha November 308, contact tower 187, have a good morning.
187 for the tower, order 308, thanks very much. Thank you for service, bye-bye.
Alright, it's actually not too bad of a lineup for takeoff out there. It looks like I see a couple maybe down there, but not too bad.
Air Canada 16, turn right onto 33 right.
Turn right onto 33 right, Air Canada 16.
Behind the Dreamliner, they can blow us away if he's given power as we go by, so we'll just let him get moving a little bit before we try to scooch behind him. There he goes.
Ground giant.
Because if I taxi right behind a Dreamliner, it's gonna blow this plane away. Especially the kind of power he's giving it to get it rolling
Thank you
there.
very much. You'll take off eventually, 18-7. Have a good morning. We'll try. See ya.
I don't know what this eventually is. There's only like 4 planes in line for takeoff.
Air Canada 16, take it a little bit slower for me, and I will tell you when to turn. Roger, Air Canada 16.
I've seen a lot more than 4 planes in line for takeoff, that's for sure.
Right. The next taxiway on your right, take that one, and hold short of Alpha, please.
For the next right turn and hold short of Alpha, Air Canada 16.
Correction, hold short of Bravo.
Alright, and here comes Charlie.
Air Canada 16.
Toronto ground, good morning,
Gotta get ready for my crazy steering here.
Aerozit 234, Toronto ground, standby.
My biggest problem here is that I'm normally using my right hand for my mouse, and I also use my right hand for my engine control, so I'm actually using my left hand reaching across to get the engine control so I can use the right hand to steer, which is the opposite of the way the whole system is designed in the airplane, but because for whatever reason that spoiler axis is not being picked, or the aileron axis is not being picked up by the tiller right now, and I swear I turned it on, but obviously it did not reload properly. So hopefully next time I load the airplane it will load properly. Because the trouble is when you want to change these configuration options, you have to do it before you load the airplane. Once the airplane's loaded, you can't change these configuration options. It's not a bad thing. It's a little bit of a shortcoming, but I mean, I understand like they're pretty hardcore, like baked into the sim, so you can't change these things in the external program and expect it to be changed on the fly. I imagine it just like changes the configuration file, which then gets loaded when the airplane's loaded and does not get continually reloaded.
209er, thank you very much. Sorry about that, sir. Runway 24 right, altimeter is 3014.
Well, there goes the speed bird.
Bravo, Echo. Charlie, hold short, 24 right.
Okay, Echo Bravo, Echo Charlie, hold short, 24 right for FD209.
Air Canada 408 with you, taxi.
Air Canada 408.
Glad to see I haven't completely forgotten how to fly Dash 8, or at least get the whole flight started.
Right, thank you, sir. Aerostit 234, runway 24 right, altimeter is 3014. Taxi via Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, hold short 24 right.
Alpha Kilo, Bravo, and hold short of 24 right, altimeter 3015 for SC24.
Aerostit 234, that was Alpha Kilo, Bravo, then Charlie.
Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Delta, Charlie, SC24. Is that correct?
Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Charlie.
Bravo, Charlie, SC24.
Perfect. Encore 3446, Goldbug Tower 187, you'll take off eventually.
Monitor Tower 187, Encore 3446.
On the pond 61, Goldbug Tower 187, you'll take off eventually. Tally ho.
It really is not much of a lineup at the end of the day.
Good job.
Thanks, sir.
Alpha Charlie Hotel 7433, behind the departing traffic, line elevate number 248.
Hope 288's departure frequency, but it appears to be.
Tower, hello again on the pond 61 heavy with you in the party to depart from runway 24 right.
Roger, welcome aboard.
This is fun though, I have to say. Like, it's just nice.
361 heavy, or yeah.
I haven't flown on an event in a while, and it's nice to have like ATC that's working hard and just seeing lots of other pilots out there. That is something I've been missing a little bit lately. My schedule, the way things have worked out and life has just worked out, I have not participated in any events in quite some time. So it's nice to see. It's just nice to see other people out there flying the network. Know that there's other pilots out there, because I really feel like for a while I haven't been part of that.
The wind is 22013, gusting 20, clear for takeoff from a 24 right.
Takeoff on a 24 right, we're rolling. Thanks for your excellent job.
See you.
KLM 199 behind the departing traffic, last one wait, runway 248.
I'm just reviewing this stuff because I haven't done this for so long.
Wait, runway 24 right.
Did they say cabin secure? I can't even remember if they called. They must have called a long time ago for cabin secure. We've been taxiing for like 15 minutes out here. Well, the Alderman Heavy is just right behind us, isn't he?
Contact Toronto departures now 128.8. Good day.
On-site date by HL 7432.
What's crazy is now how dated this model is starting to look. As this part of Toronto especially has evolved. There's a whole terminal here. I hope that
clear for takeoff, runway 248.
KLM 199 cleared for takeoff, runway 24 right.
I hope that Flight Tampa is working on an updated version of Toronto for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I hope they're incorporating a lot of these changes, because that new gate area is really kind of nice. The bridges, the bridges are the only glass jet bridges in Toronto. Every other jet bridge in Toronto is just the usual like metal box that you walk through and you don't see anything. And it's so refreshing to have a glass jetway. I know it's a silly thing sometimes, but it's so nice to be able to see outside while you're walking on the jetway instead of just walking down this dark gray, artificially lit hallway. I imagine they're not as energy efficient because glass doesn't insulate necessarily as well as perhaps, you know, you can put a couple of layers of insulation between the walls and the metal, but what a difference in terms of making the airport more aesthetically appealing anyways. They're more attractive from the inside and the outside, I think.
KLM 199 contact term departures now 128.8. Good day.
Contacting departure on 128.8. Bye bye.
Before takeoff, checklist down to the line.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
Giant 4050 heavy. The wind is 220 13 gusting 20, clear for takeoff, runway 248.
That was a weird little heart over there.
Runway 248, okay. Thanks again.
Hotel Lima Foxtrot 501 behind the departing traffic, line up and wait, runway 248.
Cabin PA complete. Condition levels.
Line up and wait to
Max.
right behind departing.
Max.
Max. Trims.
Set. 3 set.
3 set.
Encore 3446 on the frequency here.
Encore 3446, good.
Encore 3446, just confirm squawk emo Charlie.
Hey. Oh, he turned it off on me. Stupid FO.
Check.
He checked my stupid FO.
Good morning, Galaxy 234, hold a short of runway 248
tested.
on Charlie.
Flight controls check free. Flight taxi.
Flight.
Radar
Giant 4050 heavy contact on departures now 128.8. Good day.
Complete to the line.
28.
Check.
Thanks again.
I thought he was going to give us the inner lane.
501, the wind is 220 gusting 20.
Try and sneak us out a little quicker.
Clear to takeoff, runway 24 right, on the 501.
No braking required on a Dash 8. A good pilot should be able to taxi the Dash 8 without touching the brakes. Just use those disking props to your advantage. I'm going to put the brakes on just because the other nice thing too is when you get the props a little forward from disc, it makes it a lot quieter in the front and in the cabin.
Hotel Lima Foxtrot 501, contact Toronto departures now 128.8, good day.
128.8, 501, thank you. Bye-bye.
Alright, I gotta crank it around with this stupid tiller here, which is not gonna make lining up easy on me here.
Velocity 738.
Oh, I really wish I had that tiller working properly.
Clear for takeoff, runway 248.
Clear for takeoff, 24 right, velocity 738.
Encore 3446, after departing traffic, line from wait runway 248.
Line up only 248, Encore 3446. Below the line.
Bleeds, min on. External lights on. Runway.
Just a second. Runway 24 right, heading 237.
Before takeoff, check this.
128.8, velocity 738.
Really shouldn't have gotten the landing lights on until we were cleared for takeoff, but anyways.
Encore 3446, the wind is 220 gusting 20, clear for takeoff, runway 24 right.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 right, Encore 3446.
Audubon 61, heavy behind the departure.
Takeoff. Check power.
Right.
Check power.
Traffic line up and wait. Line up and wait. Runway 24 right, on upon 61 heavy.
V1, rotate. Positive right.
Gear up.
Gear up. Acceleration altitude.
Encore 3446, contact Toronto departures now 128.8, good day.
Departure 128.8, Encore 3446. Flaps 0, IAS 185, climb power. Flap 0, IAS 185, climb checklist to the line. Autopilot on.
Autopilot's on.
Toronto departure, good morning, Encore 3446, leveling 3000.
Wind 308, contact Toronto Center, 125.77.
1257, good day.
Toronto departure, good morning, Encore 3446, level 3000.
Encore 3446, Toronto departure identified.
Climb checklist. He already did it, didn't he? Wow, I'm just so out of touch with this particular flow. What is with the long vector out here? We're down at 3,000 feet. We can get the tight turn. It doesn't matter because we're not going to run into those jets.
Charlie Heavy, contact Toronto Center 125.77.
What is going on here? Cost an Encore tons of money here.
Giant 4058, left turn 090. Left turn 090, Giant 4058 Heavy. Plus 738, left turn 180. Left turn 180, velocity 738. Encore 3446, left turn direct Maven on course.
Left turn direct Maven on course, Encore 3446, thank you. Alright, direct
Departures, hello, all
Maven.
61 Heavy is with you. We just left runway 24 right.
LNAV.
On the pond 61 Heavy, Toronto Center.
What's the climb checklist below the line? It's just
Leo Foxtrot 501, left turn 090.
10,000 feet.
Left 090, Hapag-Lloyd 501.
Well, we're off anyways. I was expecting a much more efficient departure. If they had been on it, we could have gotten a prop turn right after departure. We could have gotten turned right away. There was no need to wait to cycle us behind the jets because we're not even flying the same route as the jets.
On the pond 61 Heavy, climb 7,000.
7,000 on the pond 61 Heavy.
Air Child 7433, left turn direct C-Kit on course.
Confirm C-Kit, Air Child 7433.
That's correct.
I don't see the guy
proceeding direct C-Kit and then of course Air Child 7433.
Lima Foxtrot 501, left turn direct C-Kit on course, climb flight level 230.
Left direct C-Kit, climb flight level 230.
Lots of departures being blasted off though. There's another one.
Good morning, Caracito 34, climbing, passing 3,000 feet.
Aerofit 234, Toronto departure identified.
Wasted tons of fuel being down this low. This is why we brought the extra fuel. Not even like 4,000. I can see the lights of Toronto over there again.
361, contact Toronto Center 125.77.
0.77 for...
I guess we should be ready on that one too.
Thanks. Air Child 7433, yeah, you're passing C-Kit now. Let's do a right turn direct Verdo on course.
Direct Verdo on course, Air Child 7433.
On the pond 61, left turn 180.
Left 180 on the pond 61.
On course 3446, climb 11,000.
Climb 11,000, Encore 3446. Oh, I never thought we'd get this climb in there. One 1,000 alt cell. Pitch of 6 degrees-ish and back to full power.
Is it 234? Still need you to remain on that runway heading for me if you can. Thank you.
Alright, but at least we're established on course. This is not a long flight. If we hadn't done a long departure there, like we're only passing a beam Toronto now. Like it could 5 or 6 minutes after takeoff. And WestJet's a company that's all about efficiency. It's, I guess it's privately held again now, but very much they've always been a company that's been huge on efficiency. They were one of the first ones to bring like RNP, curved RNP approaches to many airports in Canada because it increases their efficiency so much to have that. To have those curved approaches. Ottawa's a perfect example of one where you can do the good old-fashioned go out to do a 10-mile straight-in approach to every runway, or you can do the curved approaches where you basically cut about 10 miles off of every flight because you turn final at 5 miles instead of 10 miles. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you start adding it up, over the course of a year, you're talking about, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars of fuel saved, if not millions. I mean, on a per airplane basis, you're talking about saving probably tens of thousands of dollars of fuel per year. But WestJet's not a small airline. They're an airline that, until COVID anyways, operated, you know, a fleet of 100 airplanes. So you save, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 dollars per year each on a fleet of 100 airplanes. You're talking millions of dollars of savings. And it's not that each flight saves a lot, but it's just, you know, you just chop 2% of the fuel burn off each flight, but that's a lot over the course of the whole year. Maybe not even 2%, but it adds up over time. Encore has, or not Encore, WestJet has always been big on that. Has always been big on efficiency. They've been one that's been leaping out to get these efficiency gains, try and make their operation just that much more efficient. Oh, look at this, guys. It must be November, because we're already starting to get the snow textures in P3D. Which is ironic, because today is a beautiful day outside. It's like 15 degrees outside. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to go out and rake the leaves when we're done with this, because they need raking. Toronto Center 125.77. Thank you for the service. Encore 3446. Good day.
Foxtrot 502 Toronto Center, good morning. Plan runway 24 right for the arrival. Information Kilo is current. Descend 2000, altimeter 3014.
Expecting a 24
just going to get this
right
call in and then we'll do the 10,000s.
Descending 120 for Economic 5.
Toronto Center, good morning. Encore 3446, leveling 1000.
Encore 3446, Toronto Center, good morning. Climb flight level 170.
Climbing to 17,000, Encore 3446.
Hotel Golf Whiskey, you're identified.
It's not really a flight level.
Proceed direct to Moosonee Encore.
Anyways. Yeah, back into climb. We got pitch, hold. We got 17,000 feet. We got alt cell. Looking good.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, proceed direct to Lorca on course.
I don't see too many of these airplanes out here anymore. You hear them, but once you get away from the airports, you don't see them. Especially because they're all flying very far above where we are. Climb checklist below the line. Below the line.
Sorry, left aircraft, can you say your call sign again? Just call sign only.
Hapag Lloyd 501.
Check.
Hapag Lloyd 501, Toronto Center, good morning. Climb flight level 3.
And there we are. Up to 17,000. We're going to be level pretty soon here. Let's get that zoomed out just a little bit more there.
Good day.
Montreal 128.77 from Jet 1 Victor Bravo. Thanks, bye-bye.
Because it's not going to take us very long once we get level here. We'll get accelerated. And it's not going to take us long to get to Ottawa. It really doesn't. It's a nice short flight. Even in the Dash 8, which is not the fastest airplane in the world, it's still not a long flight to Ottawa. So it's a pity we've left all that WorldFlight traffic behind. I'm just curious here. There's a lot of airplanes out here, though. Well, some of them are still on the ground waiting to take off in Toronto. Looks like most of the backlog of departures has been worked through in Toronto here. Let's just see some of these other ones here. Oh, some of them are still parked at the gate. Qantas. Oh, they just landed. Canada 777. I'm just trying to find like some of the other airborne airplanes, but all I can find is the ones that are on the ground in Toronto.
Contact Montreal 128.77. Good day.
Oh, I found an airborne airplane. It was way too hard to find another airborne airplane. Let's see if I can figure out where he is. Where is this guy? Okay, hold on. He is... Oh, he appears to be... Oh, this is Hamilton there.
Holden 308, contact Montreal 128.77. Good day.
So he's southbound somewhere.
128.77, Tiger Social Service. Good day.
There we go, and there's us. Oh, look at the really low quality scenery. Before it loads up some in the advanced textures, that's what it looks like. Isn't that funny how bad it looks when you first start looking at it? And then it sort of jumps in and be a little bit better. You know what's funny too is just the other day, I lost my internet connection while I was flying Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it was funny. I didn't notice it at first because we were up high cruising for a while, and then when I came down for the descent, how bad the default scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator looks without the online data streaming. So without the Bing map streaming, without the photogrammetry, the custom objects, it's amazing. It's amazing, and I don't want to say this in a bad way, but it's amazing how bad the sim looks. It doesn't really look all that much better than this when you remove the satellite imagery and all that artificially generated AI generated information. It's amazing how bad the sim starts to look. So for those of you guys that have Microsoft Flight Simulator, just want to do an experiment, go into your options menu, go to the data section, and just turn off the online data, just for a flight, just for fun, and just see how bad it looks. The only thing that I found, and I played with it a little bit afterwards because I was I was amused by it. The one thing I found is that you can't turn it on while a flight is loaded. It won't start streaming the satellite imagery while a flight is loaded. So if you want to try it, go try it, but don't expect when you turn the data back on for everything to immediately look like it normally does. You'll have to exit the flight and restart the flight to start loading the satellite imagery again. It's funny because I found like it would be okay with it losing the internet connection and losing that access to data, and it would just slowly, the good scenery would fall behind you, and you'd just be looking at the junky default land classes and default stuff. But then if you try to revert back the other way, it doesn't really jumpstart halfway through a flight very well. There's so much, I guess, it has to process and download that it just can't jumpstart quickly through a flight. So I found I had to exit the flight and restart the flight to get the satellite imagery to be working again. And it just goes to show you how bad the default looks. And I'm not trying to disparage what the default scenery looks like, but without that satellite generated imagery coming in, it is really Microsoft Flight Simulator scenery is really not a whole lot better than the modern generation of P3D. It is that satellite imagery, that Bing Maps AI generated imagery, that is really truly revolutionizing the sim and revolutionizing how it looks. The cloud system's a little bit better perhaps, and a few other things are a little bit better, but it really is that satellite imagery, and that really showed it to me. Alright, looks like we're going to be about as fast as we're getting here, so let's get back to cruise power. And that's basically it. We don't really have a cruise check in this SOP anyways, in the FS2 crew SOP. So let's have a quick look at the weather in Ottawa, because it's a quick flight and we're going to be straight in. So let's see. It's snowing in Ottawa. 8 miles, and it's actually snowing. In Toronto it's going to be 15 degrees today, and in Ottawa it's snowing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, so the altimeter should be 3025 in Ottawa. We're going to set that now. And winds 170 at 4. They swung around a little bit from where they were before because they were just straight out of the east. I'm going to plan the ILS-07 right now still, which means let's pull up Navigraph charts here, and let's skip to the destination, open chart list, and let's just check the arrival. I'm going to plan on the ILS-07, and there, taxi. Alright, Capital 5.
Center Canada 408.
So we're doing MyVOC, we go to Canuck, we do Lanark at or below 10,000 if we're straight in. So let's just check and see if that is in there. Yes, Lanark at or below 10,000. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of the double Lanark here because that makes it awkward. I'm also going to pull this up because, frankly, it's awkward to crane my head in that direction for a long period of time to look at that. So there we go. So that's Canada, Lanark, Weitzel. Oh, then it got rid of both Lanarks. Oh, stupid thing.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, contact.
I only wanted to get rid of one Lanark, and for some reason it got rid of both. So there's Lanark. And then we're going to do it at or below 10,000. We're going to do it at 10,000. And then, so let's VNAV to that. Let's plan a VNAV to that Lanark. Cross it at 10,000. Let's plan a vertical speed of minus 2.8. Or vertical speed of minus 1800, which is 2.8 degrees, which is pretty reasonable descent. We're 14 minutes from our top of descent. Perfect. So let's get set up for the ILS as well. Visol at about 3,000 and straight into the ILS. I love this straight into the ILS business because it just makes this flight shorter. We got a long vector around there at this end. So 1095 and 071. So let's get the nav set up here. 1095. 1095. 1095, 1095, and then we need 071 on the inbound course. So we have a couple different ways we can do it. We can make sure that our heading is synced, and we can just really quickly switch to heading mode, switch to the nav source, and go course 071. There we go. Now it's set back to FMS and back to nav mode. Bob's your uncle. Nobody knows we did that. And then we don't have to worry about the FO because we're not flying off his side, so we can just switch his nav source without having to worry about losing navigation ability. Is that 071? I can't read that from over here. Hold on. FO side. No, 076. Too far. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's good. And, speeds. So let's have a quick look in the box again.
Encore 3446, the Peterborough altimeter 3015.
3015, thank you, Encore 3446. Haha, he's on it. Peterborough is right over... That's Peterborough right there. That's Peterborough Airport right there. So yeah, so... Good, we got the updated altimeter setting. Alright, so estimated landing weight at Ottawa, 57.4, plus probably about an extra 5. We'll go with 58,000 numbers. The reason you add 5 is because this FMS is dumb. It is like just it's just like an old circular slide rule. It doesn't predict your lack of fuel or your lack of fuel burn in the descent. It just simply says, hey, you're burning 2,800 pounds per hour right now, and you're going to be there in 25 minutes. So that the ergo, you're going to have burned off 2,400 times 25 minutes, or 2,800 times 24 minutes, and that's how it works it out. But when you reduce power in the descent, you burn less fuel, so you actually need to add some fuel. So the easy way to do it is to add about 500 pounds. So add 500 pounds at prediction, and you're going to be more in the area of where you're actually going to be when you get there. Okay, we're going to do a flap 15 landing. Yeah, we'll do flap 15. So 122 and 112 are my speeds here. So 122 is VREF, and V go around is 112. And then fry and climb would be 25 and 49. So in the backup you put of the transponder, because you can put 4 digits there, you can put 25. And you can't put a 49 because you can't have a 9 in the transponder code, but at this point you can round it up to the next biggest number.
501, say your Mach number.
And oh, there's our top of drop already scrolling into view there. Starting to approach some clouds, so let's go ahead and get the prop heat on as well before we fly into that cloud. And that's about it, I think, for the setup, so I think we're just about ready for an approach briefing. So what are we going to do here? We're going to do... pull up my charts there, and I guess what we'll do is we'll pull this up. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to try and get this organized here as well. If I can get this to work, that would be great. I don't know that I really even know what this is anymore.
Airchild 7433, contact Montreal 128.77. Good day.
Montreal 128.77, thanks for your service in the train, Airchild 7433.
Just trying to find where the dash 8 is, and I can't seem to find it here. Aha! Now I've got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry guys, just was trying to fix that. I haven't done that in a long time. Okay, so here we are. We're going to be doing the arrival into Ottawa. There it is.
Good morning, Air Canada 510, passing 1602.
Alright, so we got the Ottawa 2 arrival into Ottawa. We're going to MyVOC already. Canuck at or below 230, not an issue for us at 17,000. Lanark at or below 10 for the straight into 07. Vice all above 3,000.
Encore 3446, you can plan for runway 7 into Ottawa.
Thank you very much. Planning runway 07, Encore 3446. Perfect. Love it. Quick and easy.
Air Canada 1238 heavy, you're leaving my
straight in Visol, and then, so then, yeah, after Visol a bit above 3,000, which we've got in there, we're straight into the ILS to runway 07, which is Visol Amobi. So it's in there. 1095 and 071. We set the glide slope at Amobi 1,700 feet, and the ILS-DA, we do need to set that actually 573. So let's set that here.
On the pond 3320 Toronto Center. Good morning. Climb flight level 310.
We'll set this to 580. There we go. 580 set. Put that back. The touchdown zone at 373. I'm going to check the landing field elevation in a second. And the MSA, all sectors around Ottawa, is 3,000 feet. Missed approaches, climb straight ahead to 3,000 feet. Direct the Ottawa NDB and hold as required. Shuttle climb. So straight ahead to 3,000 feet. Safe altitude for 100 miles is 7,000. Local flyable at 10 degrees. The center line only. And intensive training area northwest of the airport. Pappy's on the left, SSALR lighting system on a 3-degree glide slope. We're going to land on runway 07. And we're going to take a convenient left turn. It's going to most likely be Foxtrot down here towards the end. Taxi back Bravo to the apron. We're going to park somewhere here at this end is the Encore end. The even-numbered gates down here in the 20s. We'll find something as we get a little closer.
You can just hold your speed there and you'll be fine.
And so terrain, not much is happening around Ottawa. North of the field, it gets a little bit higher terrain, but south is fine.
Yeah, you can climb 410.
Weather is snowing, 8 miles though, so we got ice protection.
501, contact Montreal.
We've got a long runway, it's not going to be too much of an issue. And just checking to see, no NOTAMs, this is just the local reliable 10 degrees centerline note. So that's it, there's nothing much going on there. To get to, so operational, that's it.
Transmission cutoff.
And fuel, let's go fuel page 3, our excess. So our reserves to go to Montreal are 2,200, our excess, we're showing 600 extra. That's about 15 minutes of extra fuel. We burned a little bit more than I expected just to get off the ground in Toronto. So yeah, we can definitely do one go around or hold for about 15 minutes before we have to divert to our alternate. Any questions? Are you ready for the approach briefing? Any questions?
No questions.
Should have asked him that first. Anyways, not a big deal.
Cargo 8286 heavy Toronto Center. Good morning. Climb flight level.
And that's about it. I think we're set up for the arrival. If you guys want to ask any questions about the Dash 8, now's the time to do it before we get busy in the descent here, because it's going to start. We're going to start down pretty soon here. It's just so charming. Is charming the right word? Gratifying to see the amount of support that WorldFlight gets. It's so nice to see so much ATC and flying pilots online. I generally am not around so much during the evenings. I'm generally around more during the days, and especially in North America, the days are quiet. I get on, I control sometimes, and I won't see 4 or 5 airplanes in 2-3 hours. Sometimes more, but yeah, I tend to be a daytime controller because it's just the way my schedule works out. I tend to work evenings, and I don't find you just don't see as many planes.
45 Mike Victor, Toronto Center. Good morning. Plan runway 24 right into Toronto.
It's very quiet on frequency. Sometimes I'll go 20 minutes without saying anything to anybody, even though there are a couple of planes, because it's just so quiet and not much is happening. So it's just great to hear these guys working constantly. They're working harder than the real world NAV Canada controllers right now because of just the amount of traffic they're dealing with versus the amount that is not being dealt with in the real world.
12000 45 line Victor, thanks.
Velocity 738, you're identified.
Alright, so just past Canuck we're supposed to start down, so...
Level 330, velocity 738.
And I guess the other thing we should do is we should probably get the Montreal Center frequency ready, because Ottawa's going to fall under the control of Montreal, so we want to be ready. Now, one of the key things to being a good pilot, whether virtual or real, is to be prepared to think a few steps ahead. Don't forget where you are right now, but if there's stuff you can do ahead of time to take the workload off later when it does get busy, and arrivals and descents tend to get busy, departures are obviously busy, so anything you can do to get things out of the way. And this is why the departure process in an airplane is such a long and laborious process. It's because you are preparing for bad things to happen on the takeoff and the initial phase of departure when you're very close to the ground, when things are super critical. And you spend a long time preparing for that, and then 99 times out of 100 probably.
3446, when ready to send 8,000. The Ottawa altimeter. Ottawa altimeter 3022.
Our discretion down to 8,000 on 3022, Encore 3446. There we go. So 8,000 feet is set. Alt cell. I got 3022 in the backup for now. As we start down, we'll switch to that altimeter setting.
128.77. Good day.
Was that for us? Because I missed it if it was. No, okay, it wasn't for us. Yeah, that's why a lot of the preparation for flight and the briefings and programming and all these speeds and altitudes and everything, a lot of it is based on the premise that if an engine fails on departure, you know, that's a super critical failure, and you don't want to be looking up speeds and things at that moment when the engine fails. You want to be looking up the speeds. Well, that was my pause top and drop on turned on there. You know what I should do is that's a good trigger, and there's the pink, the VNAV line is armed there. VNAV is armed. You don't want to be looking up speeds or trying to calculate that stuff when the engine fails. So you're moving all that stuff ahead of time and making sure you have all the speeds you need potentially if the engine fails, that sort of thing. And that's why the preparation for flying takes so much longer than finishing. Once you get there, the shutdown is really easy because there's not usually a lot of stuff to do. But it's the departure takes so much time because you're preparing for those eventualities. What if the engine fails on departure? And it happens extremely rarely
209 contact Montreal 128.77. Good day.
in aviation, but it can happen, and it is probably, when it does happen, it is one of the most critical situations. In the simulator, you know, pilots practice these maneuvers probably a dozen times in 2 days. All sorts of manner of variations of them, combinations of engine fires and engine failures, sometimes severe damage engine failures, before or just after the decision safety speed to make sure that pilots are paying attention and they're gonna reject as appropriately. And when you're doing it, like all the practicing and training you do is always at that most critical moment. If the engine's going to fail before V1, it's going to fail 5 knots before V1, and you're going to be at the highest speed pretty much possible, where you still have to reject and try to stop on the runway. If it's going to fail after V1, it usually fails 3 knots above V1, and then you've got to try and get the airplane airborne with only half the thrust working for you. The most critical scenarios are the ones that are practiced because they are the ones that are the most challenging if they were to happen in that way, and the odds of it happening that way are pretty slim at the end of the day. Pretty darn slim. There's VNAV path. I'll say that honestly, in my entire career, I've never had an engine fail on departure, and I think I probably speak for the vast majority of pilots flying nowadays. And again, not everybody, but out of people flying nowadays, out of pilots that are flying now, there is a good chance that most of them will never have any kind of a severe engine failure at any point in their career. Their failures are going to usually be limited to the more benign, perhaps a hydraulic system failure, an electrical system failure. The reliability of airplanes is just so great that the odds of actually having an engine failure is so, especially the turbine engine, is so remote as to be, but you can never let your guard down. You can never say it's never going to happen. It could happen, and you want to be ready if it does happen to you. Everybody wants to be ready if it's going to happen to them. But it's such a unlikely occurrence. But nevertheless, you want to be ready for it. Is my whole point of this, is that you want to do as much preparation ahead of time. So likewise, you know, even setting frequencies, if you know the next frequency, because you've flown the route many times before, set it ahead of time. It saves you a little bit of time when the change comes up, in case it comes up at a busy moment. Let's say it comes up while you're doing the approach briefing, rather than even pause for 30 seconds or a minute while you tune the frequency. It's literally a flick of the switch and you're there, if you know that frequency. I'm just going to check this VNAV here and just make sure.
Encore 3446, contact Montreal 128.77. Good day.
Montreal Center 128.77, Encore 3446. Thank you and good day.
Air Canada 408, contact Montreal 128.77. Good day.
2877, Air Canada 408. Thanks.
Toronto and Montreal, bon matin. Encore 3446 avec vous. 13 500 pieds, descendez 8000 pieds.
Encore 3446 centre de Montréal, bonjour. Altimètre d'Ottawa 3027 pour l'intention pour l'approche.
3027 ILS 07 pour encore 3446.
Encore 3446, Roger, continuez la descente 6000 pieds.
6000 pieds, encore 3446. Okay, 3027.
Alpha November 308, contact Boston Center 134.
And he said descend to 6,000. Practicing my French. Oh, it looks snowy up here now. Back to flying the snowy P3D days. It's a little sad, because summer is really truly gone. And summer is just too short in this country to begin with. It's going to be a long, cold winter of social distancing. With very little respite, because you can't even really meet outside because it's just too cold most of the time to really spend any enjoyable time outside. I mean, you can, and there's lots of enjoyable things you can do outside. I'm not trying to say you can't do enjoyable things outside, but you can't, you know, going out just sitting on a patio and enjoying a drink is something that doesn't happen too much in the winter. You've got to find some activity that you're doing to keep you warm, to keep you active. Otherwise, it's going to be very challenging.
1247, Mike 8 Delta, see it.
Jet 195, contact Boston Center 134.
We never did the descent checklist, did we? So, descent checklist. Descent checklist. Descent check. Decent check. Descent checklist down to the line.
Winds now 1907, you're cleared to land runway 06.
3027 set.
Philippine 617, actually disregard those winds. They're from 7 Zulu this morning, so I'm assuming winds are favorable for 06. Just stand by, I'll go get them.
Roger, Philippine 617.
3027 set, cross check.
3027.
617, Montreal wind 130 at set.
Checked.
Philippine 617, Roger.
Check. Pressurization. Set. Cabin PA. Stand by. I'll be off 1. Flight attendants, please.
He's got the thing set pretty well.
Thank you. Cabin PA complete. Fasten belt switch.
On.
Approach and landing brief.
Complete.
Complete. Descent checklist completed to the line.
Below the line.
JIPWIS landing flap. Selected 10 degrees. Fuel transfer. Off. Hydraulic pressure quantity. Check. Caution warning lights. Check. Approach flare lights. On. Ref speed switch. Bugs.
Off, set.
Off, set. FA notification. Complete. Descent checklist complete.
Checked. As they say, here comes the Red Army. The red line is slowly catching up to us here. Gotta keep reducing our speed. What I'm going to do is, oh, he's already switched to nav 2, which is great, or I forgot to switch it back, which is good because I can see We're below the glide slope, and we're a little bit left of the localizer, so I can see we are receiving it and tracking it well, which is good.
Center, good morning. Charlie Golf Whiskey Mike Alpha Heavy requesting IFR to Toronto.
Boeing Golf Whiskey Mike Alpha Heavy Montreal Center clearance on request standby.
Just a quick little pop over to Ottawa, no big deal.
4-4-6 via Visa, l'autorisé à approcher à direct, piste 07, descendez à 3000 pieds pour l'approche.
Descendez 3000 pieds via Visa, autorisé ILS 07 pour encore 3446. .3,000 feet set. We are cleared for the approach. We're going to basically fly to Vizal, and that's where we're going to intercept the localizer. If you can tell, it's a very slight turn. We're just a little bit to the right of the localizer, and then at Vizal is where we actually intercept it. So we're just going to continue on LNAV mode until we get to Vizal, and then at Vizal we'll quickly switch over to the ILS and capture it there.
Montreal
09 contact.
Alan Nepal 3320 heavy with you cut over 410.
Cathay 109 contact Boston Center 1347.
1347 Cathay 109.
Was that someone telling him to take the trash out? That's what it sounded like.
350 gauge Mach Decimal 84.
Air Canada 521 Heavy Montreal Center, roger, good morning.
Alright, we're almost there. Very close now.
Mike Alpha Montreal Center, standby. Air Canada 408, when ready to send 8000, D Montreal altimeter 3033, you may expect runway 06 left.
Say again for the altitude, Air Canada 408.
Air Canada 408, when ready to send 8000.
Looks like they got a little bit of snow in this part of
Air Canada 408, when ready to send 8
Ontario here.
Montreal altimeter 3033, runway 06 left.
Oh, I missed that Microsoft Flight Simulator scenery. Oh, I can't wait to get this airplane. This airplane is going to be great in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Dash 8, because it's slow enough that you can appreciate the scenery, but still fast enough that you can cover decent airline flying. And I think those are some really great airplanes. The low and slow airplanes, the airliners, you only ever see the scenery really at takeoff and landing.
Okay, cleared to the ILS, cleared to Toronto by the Ottawa 4, departure runway 23, squawk 0350.
Ski Mike Alpha, your readback is correct, and you may plan flight level 340 as your final altitude today. Push at your discretion, call taxi.
Push at discretion, and I'll be expecting flight level 34.
How many airplanes have we got near us now? We don't have too many airplanes left within range anymore, now that we've left Toronto long behind us. Checked. Almost at Vizal. We are 3 miles and about another mile and a half and about 2 miles away. I'll switch to heading mode.
Montreal, exit right, Bravo 3, then right on Bravo. Bravo 2.
Well, it looks like the snow hasn't hit this part. And actually, it said it was snowing, but it looks like it's not bad over here right now.
Bravo 3, right to Bravo.
But what we didn't do is we didn't select a gate. So let's select a gate. We're looking for an even 20s gate, so we'll go with gate 22. There's Alt Star. Let's go ahead into heading mode. We'll go ahead and activate that. And approach mode is armed. There's Loc. Glide slope is armed. Love it. Perfect. Ever so slight of a turn to stay on that localizer. Glide slope is alive though, so let's start getting the speed back and let's start configuring. Alt.
Jet 1, Victor Bravo, contact Boston Center 1347, bye-bye.
Boston Center 134.7, Jet 1, Victor Bravo, thanks.
Alright, hydraulic pumps on. Glide slope, go around altitude 3000 set. Flap 5.
Continue taxi to the gates. Instead, I will just log off. Thank you for service.
Okay, 15617, no problems. Have a great day.
Alright, we're almost there. Disregard that, we're on the glide slope. Mr. Approach altitude is set.
Encore 3446, vent 1308, autorisé atterrir, piste 07.
Autorisé atterrir 07, encore 3446, merci. Gear down.
Gear down.
Aerosit 234, say Mach number.
Flap 10.
Flaps 10.
RSU 234, did you call me?
Yes sir, say Mach number please.
Decimal 8.
Flap 15 before landing checklist.
Aerosit 234, roger, maintain Mach
Down 3 green.
0 or green.
Down 3 green. Condition levers.
Maintain
Max.
80, Stefan.
Ox, standby.
Neptune 209er,
On.
maintain Mach decimal 280 or less.
Complete.
Flaps.
Flaps 15 set indicating. 15 set indicating.
1,000 above.
Checked. What's the stupid call? Ugh, I don't know any of their SOP calls. Indicating 15, planned 15.
Indicating 15, plan 15. Before landing checklist complete.
Alright. There's the airport right in front of us. We were cleared to land, taxi light on. I'm going to pop this out because I find it just helps with the speed control to have a little bit of a bigger screen to look at.
Bird 47 Charlie, contact Boston Center 1347. Bye-bye.
Okay, correcting.
Thanks for the up, guys. Take care.
I don't know why it...
Montreal Center, Air New Zealand 361 back with you.
Air New Zealand 361, roger.
500. Light slow.
13474, Britannia 767 as well, so thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Did not have it well trimmed when I disengaged the autopilot, that's for sure.
Above.
Checked. Well, we're off the glide slope, but we're visual anyway, so we'll just make do with it here.
Minimums.
Landing.
100. Sink rate. 40.
Montreal Center, Charlie Golf, Whiskey Mike Alpha is requesting taxi.
Golf Whiskey Mike Alpha, hold your position for now. Mike Alpha, hold your position.
Holding position, Whiskey Mike Alpha.
Encore 3446, bienvenue à Ottawa, circulez à gauche sur Foxtrot, Bravo, Alpha jusqu'à la porte.
Foxtrot, Bravo, tablez votre, notre discrétion. Encore 3446, merci pour votre service.
Ça fait plaisir. Whiskey Mike Alpha, give way to the dash 8 just in front, and then taxi Bravo, Echo, cross runway 07, auto altimeter 3027.
After landing checklist.
Okay.
Okay, we'll give way for the dash 8 in front and taxi Bravo, Echo, cross runway 07.
There's the traffic waiting for us. Alright, I forgot about this. Back to using the mouse for the tiller. This is horrible. I hope that I get this fixed on my next flight here. I just haven't even flown this in so long, I didn't realize it wasn't configured properly. I thought I had set it all up properly, but apparently something did not take.
After landing checklist complete.
Checked. Okay, stop doing that. We need lights off. We do that on red. Perfect. Alright, we're going to gate 20. So down Bravo, past all the lovely scenery here. The Habitat. The Aero Center.
Center velocity 738, any chance of flight level 390?
Velocity,
I gotta go around the other side of the terminal building to get to gate 20. Well, that was kind of fun though, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching that. I really did not plan to stream that. That was a spontaneous stream. I just thought I saw some traffic. I said, I've got a little bit of time. Why not do a flight? And then I said, well, you know, why not? If it's going to be a short one anyways, why not go and do it as a stream? I haven't been able to do a lot of streams lately. The stupid Aerosoft A330 crashed on me twice in the last 4 or 3 attempts I tried to stream, so that's been very frustrating. It's nice to kind of do these things, and it's great to see the support for WorldFlight, for VATSIM's WorldFlight. It's a charity event, and it's good to see like hundreds, literally probably almost 100 flights coming and going throughout the course of WorldFlight. So it's good to see that it's extremely well supported by the community, well supported certainly by the controllers, who provided some great service with a lot of traffic out there, I have to say, too. That American Airlines plane is kind of parked in the wrong place, because the Customs, U.S. Customs, is at the north end of this terminal, but anywho. And Canada Customs, I should say. Both, actually. U.S. and Canada Customs are both at the north end of this terminal. That's 24, that's 22. I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. Grab the tiller again. Do I have the tiller? I don't think I have the tiller. Now I got the tiller. And
Lufthansa Cargo 8286, copied. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
oh shoot, that's
Montreal Center guy, Qantas 25, flight level 39.
which gate are we going to here?
Montreal Center, good morning. I'm assuming you're flying Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Qantas 25, negative, we're P3D V5. Okay, Qantas 25 is the altimeter set to 2992.
Okay, we're gonna go with gate.
Qantas 25, A firmer on standard, however we're running PSX, we're a full motion 7-4 sim, so it might be a bit off. Okay, Qantas 25, copy that. In that case, maintain flight level
20, because that guy is just overlapping that gate too much, and it's going to look awkward and weird, so we're going to go ahead and change this to 20. And then, unfortunately, while doing that, without having a tiller at my disposal, made things a little bit awkward. So let's get this cranked around here.
058, I'll be heading you off in 5 minutes. Can you wait that long?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Canada 408, descend 3000 via Delta, cleared ILS runway 06 left approach.
Down to 2000, cleared ILS 6 left approach, Air Canada 408.
Parking checklist. There's some special call here. Ah. Parking checklist down to the line.
Taxi light.
Off.
Emergency brake.
Set. Park.
Nose wheel steering.
Off.
Standby P2 pumps.
Off.
361, contact Boston Center 1347. Have a nice flight.
What did he say?
134.7 for Air New Zealand 361.
Disc.
Thanks.
Condition levers.
Start feather.
Transponder.
Standing by.
Fasten belt switch.
Off.
Bleeds.
Min. Off. Min off.
Parking checklist completed to the line.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Please connect external power.
Roger, connecting the GPU.
I knew I forgot something. I have not done this arrival in a while. I forgot. Gotta prompt him to bring up the GPU first, not last. And And he should have the electrical page up for me, Mr. FO, so that I can see.
The GPU is now connected.
Below the line.
External power, APU.
On. External power is on, APU is off. External power is on, APU is off. External power is on, APU is off.
Condition levers.
Off. Fuel off.
Lights.
Off.
Emergency light switch.
Off.
Standby aux main battery master.
Off. Batteries off.
Parking checklist complete.
Hooray! We made it! Alright. Well, the default jetway does not want to come here anyways. Okay, fine. Whatever. We'll just open the door, and you guys can all get the fuck out right here. I mean, who said that? Goodbye. Deboarding, but we're here. That was good. That was fun. That was it was nice to have a spontaneous stream like that. I haven't, especially the Dash 8. I haven't streamed the Dash 8 in 6 months, easily. I've been focusing on my career at Air Transat, which obviously doesn't have any Dash 8s. It's flying the jets, so that was kind of fun. I haven't taken the Dash 8 out in a long time, and so I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too, and I hope you guys will stick to the channel. I've got some other videos coming out soon. I got a couple of different things on the go at the same time, so they'll sort of come out probably in spurts as I finish them, depending on my time and availability, but stick to the channel. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Support WorldFlight if you haven't already done so. Please go check out the VATSIM homepage, and there should be a link to link to WorldFlight on there, I believe. Or the other alternative is to go to worldflight.com.au, I guess, and you can read all about it, and you can donate money to support the Royal Flying Doctor Service of Australia. So it's a charity event run on the VATSIM network, and it's a really noble cause. So please go on there, support them, donate, and also thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and we will see you guys all real soon. Stay safe and healthy out there.
Your service and the choice, Metro 7433.